We are the Gujarat Technological University. Since its inception over a decade ago, GTU has been empowering young and curating minds to realize their true potential. Over 4 lakh inspired students are enrolled with one of the premier academic universities in India. With more than 450 affiliated colleges in its fold operating across 5 zones of the state, GTU, the International Innovative University, your place to move forward.
Hello students, today we will see about the qualitative analysis of anions and cations. So for that we can add the appropriate reagents and observe the chemical changes as seen in the test tube. So first let us see about the chloride ion, qualitative analysis of chloride ion. In that these halide ions can be identified by silver nitrate solution. So if we add the silver nitrate solution to a solution containing chloride ion, the white precipitate is silver chloride and it is insoluble in water as we can see in the test tube. If excess aqueous ammonia solution is added to the precipitate, the white precipitate will dissolve and a colorless solution will be obtained. So in addition to that, if the precipitate is exposed to sunlight, then it will turn gray in color quickly. So this is a reaction of fluoride with AgNO3, and when excess amount of ammonia is added, the diaminium silver 1 ion is formed, which is colorless clear solution. Estimation of bromide ion. In that, if we add the silver nitrate solution to a solution containing bromide ion, then pale cream precipitate is formed, which is silver bromide, and it is water insoluble. If excess ammonia is added to the precipitate, then the precipitate will dissolve slightly. And if precipitate is exposed to sunlight, then it will turn into the gray in color slowly. This is a reaction of bromide with silver nitrate aqueous solution. And when excess ammonia is added, diaminium silver 1 ion salt is formed, and which is colorless clear solution. Detection of iodide ion. So if we add the silver nitrate solution to a solution containing iodide ion, a pale yellow precipitate is formed, and is in the test tube we can see this pale yellow precipitate is silver iodide and it is water insoluble. And if excess aqueous ammonia solution is added to the precipitate, then the precipitate will not dissolve. And if the precipitate is exposed to sunlight, then it will not change the color. This is the reaction of iodide with silver nitrate in aqueous solution. In addition to that, halide ions can also be identified by chloride, chlorine water and organic solvents. So when a addition of chlorine water to the simple solution followed by organic solvent, add chlorine water to sample solution followed by organic solvent, and that for some time sample solution has to be shaken and observation should be made. If anion in the sample is chlorine ion, then there will no observable change. That means there is no reaction between the chlorine aqueous and the chloride ion. But if solution is a sample solution, if the ion in the sample is bromine ion, then the organic layer will change to orange in color. So it is because the bromide ion is oxidized to bromine by chlorine water. Bromine dissolves in organic solvent to form an orange solution. So this is a reaction of chlorine water with bromine, and in addition of organic solvent it will become orange solution. So if ion is in the sample is iodide ion, then organic layer will change to purple in color. It is because iodide ion is oxidized to iodine by chlorine water. Iodine dissolves in organic solvent to form purple solution. This is a reaction of iodide ion with chlorine water, and upon addition of organic solvent, the purple color solution is obtained. Carbonate ion. Dilute hydrochloric acid or dilute nitric acid to sample solution has to be added. If sample contains carbonate ion, a colorless gas will be produced. If the gas is allowed to pass into lime water, then the lime water will turn into milky carbon dioxide. This is a reaction of carbonate ion with acid with the formation of carbon dioxide, and that is bubbled out into the lime water to produce calcium carbonate. Hypochlorite ion. Hypochlorite ion is alkaline and has bleaching power. Hence, it can be tested by red litmus paper. Stain a piece of red litmus paper with a solution of hypochlorite ion. The litmus paper turns blue and is then bleached to white. Sulfide ion. Sulfide ion has reducing power. Potassium dichromate is reduced and turns from orange to green. The potassium dichromate is reduced and turns from orange to green. Similarly, sulfide ion can also reduce potassium permanganate. It changed acidified potassium permanganate solution from purple to colorless. Sulfide ion also reacts with bromine water. Such changes brown bromine water is colorless. This is a reaction of sulfide ion with oxidants. Now we will see about the qualitative analysis of some cations. So for the analysis, we can use the flame test or addition of appropriate reagent to see the observation of any chemical changes occur in the test tube. In the following parts, it is a demonstration of the testing methods for common cations. First, we will see about the aluminum ion. Sodium hydroxide solution or aqueous ammonia solution can be used for testing. Add sodium hydroxide solution to a solution containing aluminum ion. A white precipitate is formed. It is aluminum hydroxide. If excess sodium hydroxide solution is added, then the white precipitate will dissolve. This is a reaction of aluminum ion with the sodium hydroxide and excess of sodium hydroxide. If aqueous ammonia is added to a solution containing aluminum ion, then a white precipitate will be formed. It is aluminum hydroxide. If excess aqueous ammonia is added, then the white precipitate will not dissolve. This is a reaction of aluminum ion with aqueous ammonia solution. Calcium ion. Calcium ion is a colorless ion, as we can see in the flame. It can be identified by flame test. In this test, a brick red flame is produced by calcium ion. Furthermore, if sodium sulfate 6 solution is added to a solution containing calcium ion, if sodium sulfate 6 solution is added to a solution containing calcium ion, a white precipitate will be formed. It is calcium sulfate 6, which is water insoluble. This is a reaction of calcium ion with sodium sulfate 6. Copper to ion. It can be identified by flame test. In this test, a blue-green flame is produced by copper to ion. Remember the test, in this test, blue-green flame is produced. Furthermore, if sodium hydroxide solution is added to a solution containing copper to ion, a blue gelatinous precipitate will be formed. This is a reaction of copper ion with sodium hydroxide. If aqueous ammonia solution is added to a solution containing copper to ion, a blue gelatinous precipitate will be formed. However, if excess aqueous ammonia solution is added, the precipitate will dissolve and the solution is turned into deep blue color. This is a reaction of copper ion with small amount of aqueous ammonia and with the excess amount of aqueous ammonia. Iron 2 ion Fe plus 2. In that, iron 2 ion is pale green ion. If ion is reacted with sodium hydroxide solution, then green gelatinous precipitate will be formed. It is a iron 2 hydroxide. If excess alkaline solution is added, the precipitate will not dissolve. The same result will also be obtained if aqueous ammonia is added to a solution containing iron 2 ion. The same result will also be obtained if aqueous ammonia is added to a solution containing iron 2 ion. This is a reaction of Fe plus 2 ion with NaOH and aqueous ammonia. Iron 3 ion, that is Fe plus 3. Iron 3 ion is a pale yellow ion. If solution of sodium hydroxide solution is added to a solution containing iron 3 ion, a brownish red gelatinous precipitate will be formed. It is iron 3 hydroxide. If excess alkaline solution is added, the precipitate will not dissolve. If aqueous ammonia is added to a solution containing iron 3 ion, this is a reaction of Fe plus 3 with NaOH and with ammonia. Zinc ion. Zinc ion is a colorless ion. If sodium hydroxide solution is added to a solution containing zinc ion, a white gelatinous precipitate will be formed, and it is zinc hydroxide. If excess sodium hydroxide solution is added, then the white precipitate will dissolve. Colorless and water soluble zincate ion is formed. This is a reaction of zinc ion with small amount of NaOH and with excess amount of NaOH. If aqueous ammonia solution is added to a solution containing zinc ion, a white gelatinous precipitate will be formed. It is zinc hydroxide. If excess aqueous ammonia solution is added, then the white precipitate will dissolve. Colorless and water soluble tetraamine zinc ion is formed. This is the reaction of zinc ion with the aqueous ammonia and with the excess of aqueous ammonia. Ammonium ion. It is strong base such as sodium hydroxide solution is added to a solution containing ammonium ion, and the mixture is heated. It turns moist red litmus paper into blue color. This is the reaction of ammonia ion with the alkali. Thank you. This is the end of the lecture.